He's looking especially cranky.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? MGO here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Megatron. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we got the Megs, as he appeared in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. His name is Megatron Transformers. On this side of the box, we got the Megs. On the other side of the box, we have the Megs. On the top, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. On the bottom, words and things and barcodes. On the back of the box, we have your obligatory product shots. And you have a brief bio if you want to read it. And that's basically it for the packaging. Then moving right along, here we have Studio Series Megatron. And I dig him. So here he is in his tank mode as he appeared in Revenge of the Fallen. And let's get in close here so we can take a look at that noggin. There's that noggin. He does have that visible head syndrome. That is screen accurate though, so can't complain. It is screen accurate. That's the way it is. As you can see, the tank treads themselves have some nice detail. You also get some a lot of nice detail on this figure as you're going down the sides here. And a lot of this nice kind of a goldish, copperish color. I'm not sure if it's more of a gold or more of a copper, but at least it's not that spicy mustard color. So, hey, I'm happy. But still, very, very nicely detailed. As you can see, even some of that detail is picked out in paint on the inner parts. And you got some more of that nice gold paint up top as well. You got the big cannon right up front. You have two side cannons as well, which are on hinges, so you can angle those however you wish. Going down the body here, you get some nice silver paint back here. Again, lots of nice details. And his robot mode arms do just kind of, not a lot, but they do hang out a little bit out the back here. But it's okay. It's alright. And there is the underside. He does have little rolling wheels. Well, you can roll them around. It actually does roll around pretty well. So, there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with the movie 1 Voyager. Here he is with the Dark of the Moon Voyager. Here he is with the Age of Extinction Voyager. Galvatron, but still Megatron. And here he is with the Last Night Voyager. Here he is with Studio Series Optimus Prime. You can see how they scale with one another. And here he is with the original Revenge of the Fallen Voyager Megs, when they decided to make him green for whatever reason. You can see how the new version looks versus the original version. And last but not least, here it is with the Leader Class Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. So, there you have that. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the tank mode. Not really a lot to talk about. You know, the main cannon can move down. It can't move up any further than this, but it can move down some due to transformation. Again, these guns can move up and down. It can roll, and that's pretty much it. That's all it does. So, but it looks cool, though. I do quite like it. So, there you have that. So, let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's start off by just taking these sections right here. They're over his face. Just take these and bring them down. Oops, sorry, dude. Got hooked in his mouth there. Bring that down, get those out of the way. You want to take these sections right here, and you want to flip them up, like so. And there's a tab that'll go right in there, so just tab that in to the tread, like so. Just make sure you have that hinge properly aligned, so that tab will go in. There you go. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Just bring that up. This hinge is quite tight on mine too. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Bring that over, and again, just tab that into the tread, like so. And once you've done that, you just take the entire section and just untab it. There's a tab that just goes right into this slot right there. So you just untab the leg, you just rotate it down. You want to rotate the leg at the thigh, like that. And then you want to take this section here. It's on a slider, so you just want to slide this down, like so. At this point now, you just kind of want to bring this up, bring this section up. The one thing that annoys me about this figure is that these little bits, they pop off really easily. So these will probably pop off like 100 times while I'm doing this video, but hey, it is what it is. But get that out of the way. And what you're going to do here is take the section and you're just going to bring this down. You're going to take this section right here, and this will come forward, and this will pivot up. You can see this armature there will just go right into that groove, like that. And once you do that, you take this whole back section and swing it down, like so. And then it popped off again. I'm just going to leave it off this side. But once you do that, you just take the leg here and just collapse it up like so. Then you come down here and you just split his toes like that. And we'll just pop this back on and pray it stays on. And there you have a leg all done. Second best, same as the first. So just untab that, bring that down, rotate. Just bring that down, bring that up, slide this over, like so, bring that down, bring this over, swing this up, bring this whole assembly down like so, collapse the leg up, split his toesies, there. And there you got the legs all done, and we're just going to leave them like this for the time being, because now we have to do the upper body. So you just want to untab this whole top section here. It tabs in right back here. Tabs in quite securely back here. Come on. Release! Release! I don't know if you can see it, but you see the tab just goes right into a slot right in there. And you just want to raise all this up. There's also a tab that goes into the arm right in there as well. So you just want to bring all this up like so. Now you want to take the arms and untab them from the body. See, the tab just goes right in there. Just take the arm and just swing it forward like that. And then the other arm will just untab as well. You can see your tab just goes right into that slot right there in the arm. And just take that, swing that forward like that. And now Megs just looks all kinds of doofy, but anyway. Anyway, sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm really not actually. But anyway, take the cannon here, you fold that in. This section will then fold in like so, and then this section will just fold down like that. And then you just bring all this up on this hinge right here, and also just collapse right up into his back like so. And then you bring the shoulders back, and you have a tab right there, slot right there. Just bring that back, and that will just tab in right there, tab in right there, lock all that into place. Just bring these up against his back, like so. And at this point now, we can take his legs and collapse them up into the body, like so. And this fell off again. Stop it. Please stop it. Please. Please. Anyway. Then you just take his head and you just bring it down on this hinge here. Bring it all the way down and just bring it back. And then you just take the arm and you rotate around so the elbow is oriented properly. Spread out his fingers. Rotate the other arm so your elbow is oriented properly. You want to bring out this little claw here on the side. There is something else with the arm, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But basically, as is, we are done, and there you have Studio Series Megatron in his robot mode. And I really dig him, and to my recollection anyway, which is mediocre at best, much like me, but to my recollection, I think this is the first movie Megatron toy, at least this version of movie Megatron, where the toy actually looked the way he looked in the movie. I know the Last Night Megatron looks the way he looks in the movie, but as far as this version of movie Megatron, it actually looks like him. It actually looks the way he looked in the movie, and that's awesome. This figure definitely could have benefited from a better paint job instead of the unpainted gray, but from a molding standpoint, I think it looks great. So now let's get in close here so we can take a look, not at his chest, at that noggin. There's that noggin, and that is a great looking head sculpt, in my opinion. You got some nice red there for the eyes, little beady red eyes. He's like, grrr, grrr. But yeah, really nicely done head sculpt. That looks like him. That looks like the Megs. And I really dig it. Again, you get some more of that goldish paint there in the chestial region. Got his big old claws here, and they are made of a bendy plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking them. And you get some more golden there. Got his big old cannon hand, which is done in silver right there for the barrel. This looks quite nice. And the tank tread legs, which actually look pretty cool. And his toes, and even the insides, as you can see, even the insides of his toes here actually have molded detail in them, which is quite remarkable. And going up the back, so you can see it's a very clean transformation. Doesn't have a lot of junk hanging off of him. Very, very nice clean transformation. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you can do a full 360, can look up all the way, can do a total squirrel, can totally do that, can look down if you use that transformation hinge, and you do get some wiggly-waggly, a little bit of wiggly-waggly there. Arms can do a full 360, can go in and out. You do have bicep rotation. You have over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. You can just kind of splay those little claw fingers out. This is all one piece, and this is all one piece, so you can just kind of splay those out how you want. On this side, you just get this little claw here that can move in and out. Nothing at the waist, just due to how he transforms. Legs can move up. These things. The only thing I hate about this toy is these things. Legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward, can do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You do have a knee joint right there. You also have this joint here if you need it. So you got two joints at the knee, and the feet. You know, if you use this joint here, you can move those feet up, you can move them down, and you do get full ankle tiltage there. And I just popped the other one off. These things, it's the only thing that annoys me about this toy, are these things on the backs of his legs. I don't like them. I wish they stayed on, but anyway. And the last thing you can do with this guy is you can come back here to his cannon arm, and you can flip out his big sword here, which is pretty cool. Again, nicely detailed. It's also made of a rubbery material there, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. As you can see, pretty nicely detailed. Got his prime murdering sword there. But very cool. I dig it. I really dig it. So there you go. He doesn't come with any other accessories. What you see is what you get, but still, in my opinion, a pretty cool figure. One downside, I will say is that he is, he is kind of gap-tastic, as you can see. He does just end up with a giant gap here on the side of his body, and there's nothing you can do about it. Granted, from most angles, you don't even notice it. You really do have to be looking at him like straight on from the side with his arms up in the air for you to really notice it. Yeah, but otherwise, for most poses, you don't really notice it. He does have some gaps up here as well, but again, you have to be looking straight down at him to really see it. Again, from most angles, you won't even notice that there, so would have been nice if there was a way to fill in those gaps, but, you know, like I said, they're not really noticeable unless you're really making a point to go, hey, look at that, or hey, look at that, you know, but I know some people will still find it to be a big turnoff. Not really a big turnoff for me, because like I said, you don't really notice it most of the time, but it is there. Something to note, but there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with movie 1, Voyager Megs. Here he is with Dark of the Moon, Voyager Megs. Age of Extinction, Galvatron, aka Megs. The Last Night, Voyager Megs. And here he is with the original Revenge of the Fallen, Voyager Megatron, and yeah, definitely an upgrade, definitely. You ask me which one I like better? That one, definitely better. He wasn't green, anyway. And the leader class, Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, with his little spindly, emaciated arm. Yeah, you are. And now time for the Studio Series comparisons. Here he is with Studio Series Optimus Prime. So you can see how they look together. Here he is with Ratchet. Here he is with the Bumblmeister. Here he is with Leader Grimlock. Here he is with Stinger. Here he is with Crowbar. Here he is with Screamer. And I think they look quite good together. And last but not least, here he is with Blackout. So, there you go. And of course, as with all of these figures, you do get the included display base here, which is in the box. And you just open that up, and it's the forest background there from the forest fight scene. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen logo, Studio Series 13, Transformers, all that good stuff. And you can use that to display your Megatron if you wish. As I've said in the past, I personally don't have the space for these, but it's still a cool display option if you want. And as always, options are good. So there you have Studio Series Megatron. I will say this has become my new favorite movie Megatron toy. I think they did a great job on it. My only real major complaint is just those little panels on the backs of his legs just pop off way too easily, and that can get really annoying. That's really my only major gripe with this toy. Minor complaints, it would have been nice if they had painted him up a bit better instead of the unpainted gray, but I can live with it. It's not the end of the world. Also, it would have been nice if they had found a way to, fill in those gaps in the sides. But as I said earlier, from most angles, you don't even notice it, so it really doesn't bother me that much. It's not as big of an eyesore for me as I'm sure other people will make it out to be. But, it is a thing they could have done a bit better. But still, it's not horrible, at least not in my opinion anyway. Because like I said, from most angles, you don't even notice it. All in all, I think it's a great mold. I think they captured this version of Megatron. I think they got it about as close as you can get. It's a good, solid, fun transformation, except for those back panels on his legs like to pop off. But other than that, it's a good, solid, fun transformation. And yeah, all in all, I very much enjoy this toy. I dig it. So there you go. Now I will post a link to where you can get this down in the description down below. For all your other Studio Series needs, you can also check out BigBadToyStore.com. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And you can also check out my Transformers Movie Toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out M-Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Studio Series Voyager Class Megatron. And this is MGO saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face. Scooch, scooch. Hey, look at you! You got the rest of your face back. Yeah, I did. Still doesn't help too much. You're still quite ugly. Thanks, I appreciate that. I mean that totally is a compliment, though. I mean, you're a ruthless warlord, so you're not supposed to be pretty. Yeah, well, what's your excuse? Well, you know, it's just, hey, what is that supposed to mean? I am gorgeous! Your mirror lies to you, you one-eyed freak. Your mirror lies to you. I don't have a mirror. Well, then it all makes sense now, doesn't it?